Alright guys, welcome back to another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. We're going to be continuing our tutorial for the Assassin. I do want to apologize again for the end of the last video. I totally forgot to switch back to the gameplay, so I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but in the end we did not end up getting that tier rune that we needed for the leaf staff. We are almost level 19 if I'm not mistaken. Let's hop in here and check it out. Yeah, we're going to be continuing our hunt for the tier rune. Again, I just want to show kind of what the leaf staff is. And how much more powerful you can get using it, and that you don't need to, stick to claws or look for the perfect things early on. You could just get the couple of words, rune words, and then you're basically good to go. So let's check this out. So we're about to be level 19. We are currently on players 1. So let's switch back to players 8. Did that same thing again. Just players 8. Got another towel rune. Getting towels all over the place. And again, Ral is what we're going to use to make that staff. So I think we're ready to hop back out there and hopefully get us a tier rune. Again, don't forget to pop that burst of speed. Just the run walk alone is worth it, not to include the attack speed of laying your traps down. So we're going to hop into the Forgotten Tower and see if we can't get level 19 and a tier rune in run number 1. What we got? Boss, yep. Lightning enchanted again. Players 8 lightning enchanted. Be very careful. Those lightnings will mess you up. Now it sounds like a broken record, but I've died too many times to just standing too close to a lightning enchanted or gold enchanted enemy, and they just absolutely melt your health bar. I'm not sure if this is the boss or not. I don't think it is. Superior Tars. No, not quite. That was the boss. I wonder why I didn't see minion under some of those guys' names. Some manas. Past these guys again. Super chests. Not too much you can get early on, but you might be able to get a good small charmer, grand charm or something that helps you out. So why not? This will be our level 19. Again, doing the same thing as always, going to our traps, pumping into Wake of Fire. Grabbing some health. I don't know why I went this way, it's weird for me. But we're here, so let's pray for that tier rune. Not quite. You know what? I enjoy farming. Let's keep going. We're gonna get this tier rune.
Good day.
Let's put our used rune there, and another S that we had hidden over there. I guess we can go repair, why not? So our top right screen is clear. Don't have to see my armor anymore. Back into the Black Marsh. Players 8. Ooh. See how much XP we're getting at this point, because we might be so high level that, yeah, absolutely nothing from them. Arm players 8, right? That went through. Okay. Yeah, we may just be skipping and running straight to Countess from now on. Got chipped ruby there if you wanted to pick it up and sell it. Check again with these guys. XP wise, see what we're getting. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. So we're actually going to switch back to players 1, and we're just going to speed run through the tower because we are so high level that they officially give us no XP. We're not really searching for any items or gear right now. Just because those guys are enchanted, I don't want that chasing after me. It is players 1, so not like it's going to be a big deal. You can get you some gummies. I don't want them. You go get them. Okay.
Good day.
No, you get gummies, not chocolate. Do you want gummies? Alright, sorry, I had to pause there for a second, help Brinley out. Alright, back at it. That tier rune will be mine. Just running through as quick as you can. The player's 1 now too, we don't really have to be worried about any of the damage because we're so high level. Our health total is pretty up there, so we just kind of run past everything, not really worried about anything at all. Walk in, throw a couple traps down at the door, and she'll die. Tower rune. This is going to be a fun hunt. We've been going for 14 minutes and no tier rune yet.
Good day.
Well, it's a great way to get a lot of a lot of lower runes here. It's just, you know, never being able to find the one you need. If you don't get it in the next 5 or 6 runs, we'll probably go check the stash. I think I might have one in the shared, just as an illustration purpose. Grand charm. Sorry, we love the charms. We got 8 to life, kind of worthless. Later on in the game, those roll up to 45 to life, so 8's okay, but you can get a 20 to life small charm. So. So this is also a bit quicker, especially at this point where we're past level 18. If you are a sorceress, at this point you have teleport, and so it makes it even faster getting through these runs. Like if you were right here, level 19, you're a sorceress, you've got teleport, you've got probably a bunch of points into fireball or charged bolt, and so you're pretty strong. You're on the precipice of getting to your 24 ability if you're going to go Blizzard. But yeah, you've got AoE, you've got teleport, so any of these like zigzag ones, you just start spamming teleports. Like this one, just spam teleport in a diagonal direction and you're flying through this 4th level. The amount of rowls that we've gotten is actually unheard of. I don't understand what this game is doing right now.
Good day.
I don't think I've ever farmed runes for so long and not gotten a tier off of Countess. Level 2. Make sure I get through that door before they body block and not let me through. Just wasting time. Running. We running. We running. Gonna kill the countess today. Gonna run over and kill her. She gonna die to fire. 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 Yes, baby girl. Tier rune! No, you cannot have chocolate. It's not okay. No chocolates. If you go potty, on the potty, you can have chocolates. Tyrone.
Good day.
Do you need to go potty? Okay, well then go sit on the potty. If you go pee in the potty, we will get you chocolate milk. Alright, let me pull up that. Oh, just chocolate, sorry. Pull up the leaf staff online real fast. Go to Diablo Wiki. Pull over to the screen capture. And remember to come back, I promise. We're looking tier realm. So tier first, then a Ral rune. You see here at the top it says leaf. We got 3 to fire skills. Again, that mana, and then yeah, I will show you that in just a second.
Good day.
Switch back to the game. So we did tier, and then Ral into this staff. And now we've got that 3 to. We got the leaf staff. So that is the +3. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second with the damage output. All right, so let's look at this damage. Right, I'm not gonna be using these anymore. Our damage with Wake of Fire currently is 28 to 36. 28 to 36 now becomes 42 to 49. Now imagine we get that, on the, 3rd or 4th try, not the 600th. Our clear speed now is going to be, even though we're already over leveled and our clear speed is absolutely insane already, it's going to be even crazier. Alright, let's continue through Act 1. Again, we're going to be players 1 at this point because we don't need any more levels currently. So we're just going to keep going. What am I looking at? Okay, going the wrong way. It's fine. So we go up here. This should be the Timo Highland. And then we're going to go into the monastery. Drop one of those, probably clear the entire wave, yeah. Getting no XP really from that. Killed like 15 people and got one little tick. So just following the path. I know always as well the gate is top right, so I'm just kind of running in that direction anyways, but the path seemed to be pretty straight there. So you can go there, that's the hole. No, the pit, sorry, this is the pit. Decent place to farm, especially later in the game. Again, for tile reading, where this waypoint is placed, tells you what direction you need to go, so you can technically go left, right, or sorry, top left, bottom right, or top right. The way this waypoint is placed, I know that the exit is going to be top right. So, I'm going to run up here, you'll see a door right here. The other ones will not have a door, this will just be a wall for the other directions. But we're in the barracks now. We're going to run through the barracks to get to the jail. If we find the smith, we'll kill him. Why not? But the goal right now is just kind of getting through Act 1 since we spent so long on getting that tier rune. Sweet. So we got jail level 1. Again, we're just kind of going up and to the left there. I'm not sure exactly if that's how that's read, because sometimes I end up at the smith, sometimes I don't. This one, for the jail level 1 and the jail level 2, your goal is to go just straight. So this tile exits this way, we're going straight. So we're going to go up to this door over here. This door here. Around that. Keep going straight. So it's not right here, so we're going to go off to one of the sides and see if it's sideways and then up. So we go this way since we're already on this side. There's no up there, but that looks like the exit right there. So we're going to run around to this door, run down here, and go around. Again, we're going up to the right is what we know our exit is going to be, and there we are. And burst speed ended. Excuse me. So again, this one, jail level 2, our exit is top left, so our tile goes top left for our exit here. So our other side is going to go top left as well. So we're going to go, I can literally smack people when they die, it's crazy. So I'm just going to run top left. So it looks like there's a little gate here. Sorry if you hear that clicking in the background, it's just me spamming the button. Again, just look looking for that exit tile. One second. Yeah. There we are, top left. And here is our jail level 3. This one is different. So our exit is, we're leaving the tile going down right. So we're actually going to turn left. Kind of like how we were doing in the Forgotten Tower. And we're going to run over here. Hopefully it's a quick one. It is perfect. You see left. Started going this way, turn left, went up. There we go. We're in the inner cloister. We'll grab that waypoint just because. Probably never going to use it. And into the catacombs we go. I like to run down, but this first level is just kind of random. You don't actually get to, you can't read the first level really. So you're just kind of running and around and hoping that you find it quickly. So it looks like we found it on our second try right there. So Catacombs 2 is interesting because if you want, now this is normal, so I'm not going to actually do it, but you can read the map based off of the placement, not of your entrance, but the placement of the waypoint. So okay, we actually get to do it because you found the waypoint. The waypoint is facing this way. You're always going to run to the right of the waypoint. So it's the opposite of what we were doing earlier. So this one goes down left. We're going to go right, which means we're going to be running to the top left. Again, that's not an absolute every single time. Same thing is going to be, you know, it could be right here where this one is. It could be all the way up here and to the left. It could be, you know, all the way over here to the left. It could technically go back over here and then find a tile that goes left. So just keep that in mind. The tile placement is facing left. That doesn't always mean that we're going just like straight left every single time. So we're going to go up here. It's all a dead end, so we're going to run back. Level 3 is completely random, so you're just kind of running around. These are extra fast, so I'll go ahead and try to get those killed so that I'm not worried about it. That and I need the healing pot. So that's nice. Appreciate him giving that to me. That could be it right there, so I'm going to check that out. Turns out it is. So we're in level 4. So we are fire, and Dariel will look it up afterwards, but Dariel is very, very weak to fire. In all of the difficulties, she is so weak to fire. So you just place some fire traps. You might not even need to be over there, especially with how high level we are. She might just die. Yep, didn't even see the boss. She's dead. Yeah, here, I'll look it up real fast so you can kind of see. She is, I believe, negative fire resistance. You find it real fast.
Good day.
And Dariel D2R. Alright, let me switch to the screen view. Just looking at Andy here, this is who we just killed. Again, didn't even get to see her because of how much we've grinded, but in normal, these are her quote-unquote levels. Her resistances here. So she is always negative 50 fire res. This is normal difficulty, this is nightmare difficulty, this is hell difficulty, always negative to fire res. Meaning you do basically 50% more damage to her with fire. So whatever your fire is, plus 50% is what damage you're doing. She has decent cold res, she has decent light res. She's 0 magical, which is interesting, so that's cool to note. She's 0 physical until hell, and then her poison is very high, less so for some reason, and then a little higher. Oh, you're so cute with that hat on. But yeah, so obviously you want her to be going fire damage to kill her. Magic damage seems pretty good though because it's zeroed out. But yeah, so fire is just very strong against Andariel. I saw you, baby. You wearing that hat? Oh, is it on your hair? Here. There you go. I fixed it. What? Alright, Alright guys, we are in Act 2. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. We have made it. I see it's on the hat. So you're officially in Act 2. This is where you can buy your Act 2 mercenary if you would like. He's going to be up here, and you're going to talk to Grease. You'll say higher. And ours are going to be level 18 because of how much we've leveled up. I'm going to go ahead and grab one just because 18 is pretty strong. But we're going to go for prayer. So these are different abilities. They all have jab, which is their attack, but they all have a different aura that they give. So you have the Defiance aura, which obviously increases your defense of you and your party. You got your Blessed Aim, which increases the attack rating of you and your party. And then you've got your Prayer, which slowly regenerates life for you and your party. So we don't really need defense. We don't really need attack rating, which is basically the stat. Here, I'll look over here. Attack rating is the stat that tells you the percent chance that you and or something else is going to hit you. So if they have high attack rating, they have a high chance to hit you. If you have high attack rating, you have a high chance to hit them, and it'll even give you the percentage with that. So my average chance to hit one of the little guys in the catacombs was 93%, and their chance to hit me, because of how high level I am, was 33%. So we can talk to, I believe, Miss Atma over here if you want to get the quest log. You don't have to. You're going to have to go to your tab over here. I don't know why it doesn't auto-transfer, but it says find Radmint in the Loot sewer. So we're in Loot. You can see by the title at the top. I like to come to this entrance down here. There's two. So where you bought your mercenary at Grease, that little spot right there, if you can see me pointing on the map, that is a sewer entrance, but there's also one down here if you take this little guy. The reason I like this one is because the exit is almost always right around this area. So you can run up here, see if it's there. I don't see it right away. I'm going to run back. It could still be over there. Just didn't go far enough. But as of right now, I'm going to run back down here. Boom. Sewer's level 2. Sewer's level 2 for reading is similar to the jail. You're going to go straight. So we're exiting going top right. We're going to keep going top right. And hopefully find it pretty quickly. Now again, going directly top right may not always be the right cause or the right path, because you might need to do a couple zigzags, you might need to turn right, you need to do that, but your end goal is to be going top right. So I'm not seeing it here. I'm going to go a little bit more to the right here just to see if there's an up. I don't know if there is going to be or not. It looks like maybe right here could be it. Going up, and there it is. Awesome. So you see we had to do a couple of side tracks, but we didn't go straight up to it, which is a great example. For level 3, you're going to go left again. So most levels for reading is left, so we exited going down right. So we're going to go top right now, and here he is. So we're looking for Radmint. That's the guy right there. Again, we're super high level. I hate this game. A tier rune, are you kidding me? Yeah, so we'll kill Radmint. He'll drop what's known as a Book of Skill. Boop, there it is. You can open this chest too and grab the Herodric Scroll. That's just for the mission. You don't actually have to pick that up. We'll head to town. But if you look at this, it says right-click to learn skill of your choice. So right now, 0 skill choices remain. If we right-click that book, we now have an extra skill point. So that means we can put into, let's say you needed a prerequisite for something else. If you wanted to go ahead and grab Fade, since we're level 18 already, we could grab Fade, which is going to increase your resistance to physical and to all res. So here, down here is your resistances. Right now we have a Poison Shrine, which gives you 75, or gives you 100 resistance or something like that. So ours is pretty high there. Our Leaf Staff gives us cold res, so we're 33% cold res. But as you play through the game, and we get rid of this leaf and we start moving into claws with plus to skills, we're going to be looking also into gear that has a lot of resistances, because normal resistance is not as important. It is very nice to have, just for survivability, but in hell, everything does an insane amount of elemental damage, for the most part. So, excuse me, you just need to be looking at that at some point. Other than that, you can also go into Mind Blast. It's a great control ability. Basically what you're going to do is you Mind Blast the ground, and again right here, using the power of your mind, stun a group of enemies, awesome, and convert their feeble-minded, and convert the feeble-minded. Basically what that means is they have like a little thing that goes above their head, and they will attack their friends, the enemies around them. So if you had a group of those little devilkin, I Mind Blast them. A couple of them might get So they're all going to get stunned, and then a couple of them might turn and get converted and start attacking each other. And so basically distract each other. It's kind of nice. Very helpful for crowd control. For us, I'm just going to throw my extra point into Fire Blast because we want that extra 10% damage. You'll see 42 to 49. Now it's 44 to 52 just because I put a point into Fire Blast. Our goal is to max out our fire damage. That's pretty much it. That scroll, you're going to talk to Atma. She's going to reduce vendor prices for you. If you listen to her, she talks about it. And I think if you talk to Deckard Cain, he takes the scroll off your hand. But doesn't really do anything that I know of. But of course, the game's going to give us a tier rune from killing random enemies after we hunted for 40 plus minutes to get it, if not more. So now we start officially going out into Act 2. So we're looking for our next mission. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube. We're looking for the Herodric cube is what that is. Very, very great item to have in your possession. Search for the maggot lair under the far oasis for the shaft. Search for the claw viper temple for the headpiece. Okay. So right now, if we're looking at our map, there are 2 exits that you can go out of. Only one in your game, but 2 that can happen. Right. You've got one here. So you see this little gate picture. That can also be right here next to Drogden. So just kind of look at your map, see which way it is. Ours is over here on the top left, so we're going to go to that one. And then we're going to do what everyone loves to do, and that's run around the edge of the map until we find the exit. I'm going to go left here just to see. I'm going to see what XP I get from these guys. Okay, so we're getting a little bit on players 1. It's actually not too bad. So you're going to run around these maps. Obviously, the walls look a little bit different. We're kind of out into a desert, as opposed to Act 1 being kind of grassy field land. But we're going to run around. Our guy is completely lost. He'll kind of teleport to you once you slow down, but he was nowhere to be found. Thinking it's probably not left at this point, so it's either up or right. There's really no way to read this that I know of. Let's see. Cool. So we got it right here. You'll see this little kind of pathing on the other side. We're officially in the dry hills. Now we're going to do that tactic we used for the Den of Evil. And we're going to do that a couple of times in this act. The plan being leave a portal at where we need to be, and then run to the next area to find the waypoint. Okay, so kind of like we did with the Den of Evil, but with the portal at the Den of Evil, went to the coal plains, got the waypoint, and then used the portal to go back to the Den of Evil. It's the exact same thing we're going to do here. So we found the halls of the dead. We do need to go in there. So we're going to do that. So we're just going to keep running. We're going to look for the next area and or the waypoint for this area. Both are good. That's basically just a quick reset point. So we got the waypoint here. It's a little close. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run to the next area. That's my goal. You'll see you run along here. There's a little staircase here to get up to this upper wall area. So we'll take that. I do have a feeling that the exit is again up here. But I could be wrong. Go check though. It's not on that wall. Okay, here's the exit for the next area. Officially in the far oasis. So we're going to try to find the waypoint for the far oasis as quickly as possible. Killing some bosses along the way to get that extra XP is not a bad idea. Go ahead and grab that stamina shrine because we are looking like we're running out of stamina. This is another wall. We're going to find a staircase too, and there's the maggot lair. I'm going to look around down here first before going back up to search for that waypoint. Okay, we got Beetle Burst. That's awesome. Hopefully the waypoint's right over here. We actually farm Beetle Burst to like 20 if we really wanted to. I've done that before. I did a character where I played basically a Boazon, but my friend challenged me to do it crossbows only. So I ran around with no weapons, punching people until I was able to afford a crossbow, and then used crossbows only. I literally farmed Beetle Burst until I was like 24, I think, was the level I ended up stopping at. And it actually wasn't too bad of a normal. I only played through normal. I think I still have the character potentially on here. Yeah, it was actually kind of a fun experience to try something new because I've uh, never done Boazon. I don't think all the way through normal, other than maybe like a normal just fire Boazon. But I went physical Boazon, um, and I did it through normal, and I did it with just crossbows. So there's the next exit area. It's just nice. But we don't want that yet because we still want to come back and get that the maggot layer there. That's the next area we're gonna want to go to. So I probably should have just gone ahead and done the waypoint for the other area. Not a big deal. We're just, losing a little bit of time. We're not trying to speedrun or anything. And here we go. So we got the waypoint. Go ahead and go back to Luke Lane. Gonna run back down for this map. Your town portals are always going to spawn down here in this area. You can have them. Sometimes if there's too many people in your game opening portals, there can be a portal over here, but for the most part, just in this open area here is where your portals are going to be. So we're going to go through here. Go Halls of the Dead. For Halls of the Dead, you're going to turn left, so our exit's kind of up here. We're going to go left here. Find Halls level 2. This one is a tricky one to read. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the exit is this way, and the left is up. So we're going up right. Cool. This one again, exit this way, we're going to go left, which is going to be top right for the screen. You'll see that little chest in that room, that's what we're looking for. That's going to have the Heroic Cube in it. But there's always a boss in here, so just be weary if you're lower level or you're coming here at a different time. So we got the cube. I like to keep my cube right there. It's perfect for me. So awesome. We got the first part of the thing. Now we need to get the amulet and the Far Oasis. So we need to get the amulet and we need to get the staff. So I'm going to run down to the maggot layer here. What I'm actually going to do is the same thing we did earlier. I'm going to drop a TP here. And I already know where the exit's at because we searched the entire area. It was literally the last spot that we looked for that waypoint. And I'm going to run to the Lost City. The Lost City itself does not have anything. It is just the connecting point between here, between the Dry Hills, right? Yeah, the Dry Hills and the Valley of the Snake. So the Valley of the Snake is where we're going to find the Claw Viper Temple. So the goal is still to find the waypoint in the Lost City, because there is no waypoint in the Valley of the Snake. So if we find the exit, that's great. Find the waypoint, that's what we're looking for. So we got that there. I'm weary. A bit weary here. I don't know where this waypoint's going to be, because last time we stayed bottom and it was up top in the opposite corner. But we're going to keep going. Do what we can. Awesome. Okay, great call. I'm going to go here, do what we did last time. Run down. You can talk to Dragnon. If you go into Lost City, it talks about the darkness. So you do need to talk to Dragnon about that. Because once you enter that, that's why the screen got all dark. So going back to the Far Oasis. Go into the maggot layer. So the maggot layer is the same for the first 2 levels where you're turning right. So our exit is here. We're going to turn, get these guys out of the way, we're going to turn right. So we're going up left. It's going to be our exit. You'll see me kind of implementing those things in that practicing assassin video as well, as kind of just looking at these, reading the maps. Don't believe I was talking in that video at all, just because of the time frame. All the childrens were asleep. So for this one though, we're doing a tutorial, so I'm trying to get all of the information across. I did forget to mention something about this plus to skills staff. Also be careful, these beetles naturally release charge bolts when they get hit. So if I punch this guy, charge bolts come out. So you just need to be careful. Stand a little bit further back. There's not much that you can do to protect yourself, except for like maybe letting, for my guy Durga, letting Durga kind of tank those lightning shots. But for the plus to skills, you're looking, you can't, so the plus to fire skills, it affects Fire Blast as well, right? So you'll see here it says base 6, so we only have 6 actual points into Fire Blast, but it's level 9 because of the plus 3 to fire skills from our staff. Now this does not apply to the bonus. Okay, so your bonus only comes from your base points into Fire Blast, not from your plus to skills. So while Fire Blast still gets the bonus, obviously, in damage because it is now level 9 with the plus to 3, it is not giving you 30% more damage to your Wake of Fire. So just keep that in mind. If you see something that's like, oh, plus 16 to Fire Blast, which isn't possible, but if you get something that's like an insane amount to Fire Blast, do not think that you're boosting your Wake of Fire in that instance as well. You're only boosting the Fire Blast because you need base points. If you're watching any other videos about Diablo, some people call them hard points as well. So they call plus to skill soft points, and we're gonna check to see if this turns to the side. But some people call those hard points, which is like your base point values, and then your soft points are your plus to skills. So if you hear that, that's what that means. I'm trying to see where I need to go. I don't think it's here, unless this goes up, which kind of looks like it might. Yeah, baby. That's probably the exit right there. I am playing a game. What are you doing? You're just standing up. You're so silly. What? Is there a roly-poly? Where's he at? I don't see him. Oh, you're standing in the way. I can't see him. Oh, okay. So with this too, Wake of Fire is a little bit difficult in these tight areas. You kind of just, you try to drop a Wake of Fire, but mostly just using Fire Blast to clear up these enemies. There's not much else that we can do. If this isn't it, I'll be so sad. Okay, cool. So we did do a little bit of wandering around, but again, if we came up out of here, we're still exited here. No, baby, just leave him there. He might be dead, I don't know. I don't think you did it. I think he was inside for too long. Alright, again, we're going to the right. Yes, baby. You're hungry. You had a waffle and gummies. And chocolate. Yep, give me 1 second, okay? This is starting to make me think that this isn't the right way. This is like the longest like single path I think I've ever seen in the Maggot Lair, where I'm just like running on a single piece. Well, it still goes to the right, so we still have a chance here. It is. My god, what a weird Maggot Lair level 2. So Maggot 3 is always top right, no matter, like this tile is going to be basically the same. They're always going top right. So you're just looking for whatever path goes straight up, pretty much. Awesome. So there's a big boss in here. He's gonna go down obviously pretty quickly like that. We're gonna grab the Staff of Kings out of this super chest, or this golden chest here. Some call them sparkly chests. Yeah, we're grabbing the staff from there. I always put the staff directly into my cube because I know that's where I'm going to need it. Also, this has increased attack speed and all rest, so if you wanted to throw this on, you could. You're going to lose that +3 skills if you have. But that 50% attack speed, let's see how fast we place traps.
Not enough mana.
I don't know if you see the difference between before and now, but do. Let me switch to our thing. Do. So definitely faster. If you wanted to have faster laying of traps, you could always put on the Staff of Kings. Alright, we're going to take our waypoint back to, excuse me, 10 gas rate with chargeable warmth and 10 to energy. That's not bad. So this is a prime example of what not to try to make into a leaf. So you can see here it does have 2 sockets. But this is a rare weapon. This is not a non-magical. This is very magical. This is a rare weapon. Okay. This you can see the text for the name of the weapon. Right. The Goal Song Gnarled Staff is yellow. This is or golden. Some call. This is a rare weapon. You're looking for a gray name. So you look for R's. Short staff is the name of the base item. You'll see how it's grayed out. Same with our chest piece here. Hard leather armor, grayed out. You're looking for that. White is obviously is not going to have sockets. If it's white and it has sockets, it's going to have a gray text. You'll see here blue means magical. For rings, rings are always blue or higher. But you can get white, you can get gray, which means either sockets and or ethereal, and then you got your rares. So do not try to make a leaf out of that. Please don't make a leaf out of that. It's not going to work. You're going to waste 2 runes, and then you're going to be wondering why it didn't work. But we're going to run back to our waypoint. We're going to go back to the Lost City. We did not find the exit, but we know it's most likely not in that corner there, so we're going to go up top to get to this staircase. Oh, I think we're going to beat Act 2 today, since it's going to be pretty quick from here on, and then we'll call that part 3 of the basic assassin guide here in Diablo 2. Ooh, a lot of guys there. Again, just run around the wall until we find that exit. It's either going to be right up here, or it's going to be on the right wall. Looks like we're going right wall, so it should be right here. Perfect. Again, we're entering the Valley of the Snakes. You just run straight, you'll find the thing no matter what exit you have. Claw Viper Temple is the exact same as the other ones. You're moving to the left. Ooh, got a little rune on that, that's nice. So our exit is technically going up left. We're going to go down left now. This one only has 2 levels, so as soon as you find level 2, you're basically in the right area. So we'll see if there's an exit over here. There's not. I'm going to try up here. I'm not seeing an exit, so we're going to go back down. Sweet, so we got an exit going down left right here. Took that one. Again, these guys aren't doing too much damage, but again, Claw Viper level 2. This one does have a boss snake in it, so you gotta be a little careful. He usually spawns right down here on the bottom right. There he is. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys. There's also sometimes a boss guardian, so we'll see if there's one. He's not over here. But yeah, so you run up to the altar here, kick the Tainted Sun altar, grab the amulet of the Viper Magi. You can pick up some money, I guess, along the way. And then you can go back to town. I'm going to go ahead and put this into my stash because I know what the mission is going to tell me to do. But basically, I'm going to talk to town, and this is going to say that we need to use the Project Cube to restore the staff. What that means is put the amulet, put the staff together. Doesn't matter what order, I can put it here, I can put it here. Doesn't even matter where these are as long as they're both in the cube. Then you'll click the transmute button here. It's going to do a little shiny, and now you've got the Heraldric staff. So this is going to be used. I'm going to actually put this there. This is going to be used to open up the final boss area. This is how we access the boss. You need to talk to Dragnon to get the Arcane Sanctuary. This act is kind of weird in the sense of, typically, right, you complete a quest, your quest gets completed, right? So this one's been completed, this one's been completed, but because this one says take the staff to Taurash's tomb, that is basically the very last thing that we're doing right before we fight the boss. But it's the second quest on the list, so it's kind of weird. That one's going to stay lit up pretty much the entire time. For this area, the harem and the palace levels, I like to go to this exit here. It takes you immediately to level 2, and then you just run immediately down left. You see there's no exit there, so I'm going to go up 1 tile, go back down once I can, and you'll see the exit here. Now again, the other exit, the one that was on the left side on the harem level 1, you'll just run down right instead. I just find that one a little bit easier. We're now in the palace cellar. This one is always down right, so you just run straight down, run through these doors, run through these walls. Palace level 2. Level 2 is the exact same. Run straight down, bottom right. Running through the wall, exits here. Now in 3 is where you're looking for basically the center. So for this one, we're going to go here and come through here. And you'll see this little portal here. You're going to activate that portal. You're going to click here. And now we're in the Arcane Sanctuary. This one's kind of cool area. It's one of my favorites in the game. But the goal is now to find Harazan's journal. So you just pick a path. There's no knowing which correct one is which, or which one is the correct one. So you're just doing what you can, making it through. Of course, I picked the portal path, which is probably the worst for my character, but we're gonna stick with it. We're already here, unfortunately. Run past as many guys as we can. Get trapped. Teleport across. Spirit assist us. Ghosts are nice in this area because, one, especially later in the game, you can kill them and they have a high chance of dropping runes. Like I said earlier when we were farming the Countess, I believe in episode 2 or part 2 of this series, they drop mainly potions. They don't drop certain gear items, which means that they have an increased chance to drop runes in the sense of, hey, they have less things they can drop, so the chances obviously are increased for the things that they can, including the runes. So they're actually really good for killing or for getting high runes later in the game. I've gotten a cham off of them before. It's my second one that I've gotten. Other one that I got was out of the cows, which we can check out later in the series, just to kind of show you where it's at and show you how to get to it. For here, so we ended up at the end here. You'll see on the map, we've run all the way down. That's kind of what you're looking at. You're going to start out by going top, we went top right. You can go whatever direction you want to be. You're going to go straight. You're going to pick one side or another, and then you run all the way until you have to turn again. So if I went this way, I would run all the way until I turn again, and then you'll have a little piece poking out. So it's not here. What I'm going to do is go to town, and we're going to run back, grab some potions along the way, talk to some people, make sure we get all of our stuff restored. I'm going to grab some mana pots, and then we're going to go back to the Arcane Sanctuary. We're going to pick a different path. We're going to go this way this time. And something to keep in mind if you're running something like the hammered in, kind of where your hammers come out at. So you need to make sure you're picking the path that best benefits you, for like whether it's this side or that side. Yeah, just kind of keeping that in mind, because some of these characters have really powerful abilities, and then you get to this area where everything is kind of like this tight section, and it's hard to get your abilities off. So like my character, traps wise, I have the fire blast still, so the fire blast can kind of do its own thing. I can hit anywhere really, but if I only had wake of fire, right, and I didn't have my fire blast high enough level to actually kill these guys, then I'd basically be trapped hoping that wake of fire is placed in a spot where it can hit these guys. So again, we ran all the way to the end, and then once we get back to the middle, we're going to run up. This is not the right way. We're going to kill these guys. If you want to, one of these chests is a super chest, so you can open these up. So I'm still on players 1, so my super chest is not going to be super crazy, but this game is literally mocking me. That is so sad. Grab that amulet, why not? Light healing, healing pot, and then we're going to go back to town. This game hates me. That's what I'm getting at. I'm so upset. Cool. If you wanted to, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it at the end, or at any part of the last episode, when we rescued Decker Kane, he actually identifies stuff for you, so you actually never need to identify your own items. As long as they're in your inventory or they're in your stash. By stash, I mean the Heroic Cube, your actual stash they won't identify, but if they're in your Heroic Cube or they're in your inventory, you just talk to him and he'll have an option. I'll probably pick up something out the back end over here if it's not the right area to show you what I mean. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even I if I get another one, I swear to God. Like you can't make this up. This is ridiculous that I'm I spent all episode 2, even to the point where I was looking up the rune drops for the Countess, which made me forget to do the thing and putting it back on. So this is the correct way. You'll see this little platform here is different from the other ones. I'm just gonna drop some traps there. There's basically a little guy. It looks like them. That's a dead body right there. You'll talk to, find the journal. What you can do, which some people do, some people don't, you can actually see these symbols. If you know what you're looking for, you know the correct area. So the one we're looking for is the one with the smiley and the circle, is the temple. So each temple has their own shape. So this is the one that was not showing just now, which means that's the temple, or the correct temple. To this point, boom, told you. Got him. So if you're doing something like later, if you're playing online, if you're playing with if you're playing online